Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Sorry about that. Had to let Amy outside after she ate. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. Let's see in it. Hello, Ava, Betty, Moni, Angela. How y'all doing? People in the back that ain't click like or share. Please click like and share. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's been a crazy week in and up to today. Um, yeah. Mhm. So I found out something crazy today. One of my college classmates called me, and let me take this off the screen. Hold on. Hold on. So one of my college classmates called me, and we were just catching up on old times. Sorry about that. Gotta fix it. Still getting used to this new camera. Oh well, I'll figure it. So anyway, yeah, that'll work for now. I'm gonna have to do something here. So how you doing, Medina? So we were talking, catching up on things, and and found out that my ex girlfriend had passed away. And, what I was strange. Um, I spoke to her less than a couple of hours before she died. Because when I looked after he told me she had passed, I looked back and got online. I saw obituary and stuff, and I like a couple of hours after we had talked. We had talked like 5 hours that day, and she was in the hospital. She was very sick. All she kept talking about was when she get well, she was gonna get out because her mother was in the beginning stages of dementia, and she was gonna, take care of her mother. And I had just lost my mama uh, a year earlier, so I was explaining to her, just talking to her about, how I lost both my parents so close, and she had gotten her boyfriend had assaulted her and broke her leg in multiple places. And she, for the last year or so of her life, she was in and out of the hospitals for different surgeries and different procedures and all this, that, and the third. And so, hold on a second. People know I'm online. She was telling me what had happened, what he did to her. So I didn't know until today, because of the injuries that she sustained from him. They had to amputate one of her legs, her feet. He broke her leg pretty bad, so they ended up having to amputate. I'm guessing. I'm no medical doctor, but I'm guessing blood clots or whatever, or nerve damage or something along those lines. Well, anyway, now that I found out she passed because of those injuries and complications from her surgery, I'm just wondering, are they gonna charge him up his charges of manslaughter or second degree murder or whatever? Because she died as a result of the injuries that he inflicted on her. And yes, Amy's food is on a plate. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Be right. Don't go. Somebody. Sorry, son fell into the doorbell by mistake. Anyway, so uh, so long story short, found that out today. About 2 hours ago, I found that out. My volume is low. Okay. You might need to go out and come back in. You might need to go out and come back in. Yeah. Go out and come back in. Yeah. Go out and come back. Everybody. Better. It's better. And so I'm talking to the ladies, and I come on. I just, like I said, I just came on and just want to talk a little bit. I'm not gonna stay long because I want to get out. Is it still low? Is it still low? That. How's that? Is that low? Still low? How's that? Okay, good. So, um, I found out about that. Then tomorrow, my mother will be my second anniversary of my mom passing. So, and then today I found out that I possibly gonna have to have my gallbladder removed. Yeah. So I've been having a wild 48 hours. Went to work yesterday. Everybody in my office is out with the flu except me. Everybody caught the flu. And I guess it's the strain of the flu that's out there now that's really, really bad. Yeah. And everybody got it. I don't know why they just didn't shut the office down, but I was at work. I was off today because I had my doctor's appointment, but I just threw me for a loop because I was like, I had sent a text message saying, Happy Thanksgiving, how's your mom? No response. Back Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas, how's your mom? No response. Then finally I was talking to my college classmate. They grew up together. And he was like, well, she died, right? I said, what? I said, wait a minute. And he said, yeah, man, she died April 26th. The sad part about it, she was in the hospital when I talked to her the day before, and she was waiting for a bed at a rehab facility. Well, they transported her. I'll tell you that back. Yeah. They transported her that same day to the rehab facility. She got in distress. They took her to the hospital. Nobody was able to reach her because her phone went out, and she died, and nobody knew where she was for a week. Her mother was in the same rehab facility, but on the other side, and her mother has Alzheimer's, so nobody knew where she was for a whole week. And her goddaughter found out, and she had been in the morgue at the hospital for almost a week. Yeah. So, but yeah, I got to get this gallbladder out. They're gonna send me to a surgeon on the 14th. But normally, when you get a gastric bypass, they normally take your gallbladder out when they do that procedure. But for some reason, they didn't take mine out. And I'm taking this this medicine for nausea. And I'm not at a where they got to do emergency surgery, so I'm going to meet the surgeon on the 14th and go from there. And then I got to take some tests, HIDA test, a HIDA test where they put dye in your vein and they go through and see if you got any gallstones, if so, how many, and then they check all your other organs. So, yeah, I had to do that too. Thank you, Tanika. Hey, Tarsha. Hey, Gerald. Let's see. Denver Sunday. Hello. Make sure I don't miss about T. Davis. How you doing? Going back, Mississippi Girl, Sweet Pea, Medina. Okay, so I'm up, I'm up. So, does anybody want to ask me a question? I'm not doing any mess. I want to just have fun and laugh or whatever. Or something you always wanted to ask me. And other than this one thing I can't talk about. But pretty much anything else. Yeah. So anything else you want to ask, just ask. And if you want to come up here, I'll shoot you the link. But you got to show your face. And if you come up, no cussing, no disrespect. Please click like if you haven't done so already. Let me get that link. And it's been, I'm going to put it down here. Anybody want to come up and shoot the breeze with me? You're more than welcome. But you got to show your face and you got to put your name up. None of that Pookie Nim 3000s and all that. I mean, everybody know my name, even though I got my screen name up here. So, yeah. Who is she? But anyhow, one day at a time. And I'm not even in the mood for the Super Bowl. Tomorrow though, if somebody want to come up, I'll be looking. But tomorrow, I'm gonna, when I get off work, I'm gonna go down to the lake and release a balloon in my mother's memory. I did that last year, and I'm gonna do it this year as well. Um, just a little balloon with a card on the end, and just release it into the air. Let my parents know I'm thinking about them. Miss them. But let's see what's going on in the world. Trump lost his mind. Well, he didn't have it to begin with, but mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you now. If you don't have a deep freezer, I hope you do, but if you don't have one and you need to start freezing as much food as you can, and buy stuff in bulk, buy a lot of canned good items and dry goods, beans and peas, dry good items, because first 18 months of this administration are going to be very intense. Food prices are going to go sky high. Oh yeah, I can't get why that woman went over to Pakistan and thought somebody was gonna marry her. I guess she thought she was gonna go over there and hit a lick. But do she realize ain't too many? Well, no, that's Afghanistan. But yeah, Pakistan have their money. Afghanistan most poor. But I don't know what made that woman go. And she realize they'll chop her up into little bitty pieces going over there acting a fool? You're right, Mississippi girl. I'm glad you're the first person beside I've seen him say that openly. Trump not the president. Elon Musk is the president. Trump is just a big old puppet. The man is not even an American citizen. Is Elon Musk? I don't even think he's an American citizen. He changed passcodes and stuff and locked people out of their offices and federal government people. It's crazy what's going on up there. Trump ain't even the first lady. I think she more like the side piece. Yeah, but get you a deep freezer and get you a pantry and stock it with, even though you may not like beans, get something that you can, dry goods, those beans in the pack, some rice and beans, stuff that if something happened, you can survive. Canned goods, stuff that's non-perishable. Every once a week, just buy you, even if you don't need, just buy you some canned goods. Buy you 7 days worth of canned goods. Get you a case of canned goods every week if you can. If not, every other week, get you a case of canned goods. That way you'll always, if something pop off, power outages, because brownouts are gonna happen toward the summer in places that get really, really hot. Yeah, I know you're from South Africa, but I was wondering what had he obtained citizenship, because he got a whole trail underground train system that he's building in Las Vegas. And the doggone thing will travel up to 80 miles an hour. It's crazy. And he took Gail King on a ride on that thing. That joke is crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, a pantry, and if you don't have a pantry, shoot, do like the old folks. Keep some canned goods in your trunk or your car. Find somewhere to stack them. Something. Bottled water, and canned goods and dry goods. Shoot, I almost bought a bunch of beef jerky today. I'm gonna start doing that again because my dad used to stress that. My dad was ex-military, so I'm gonna start doing that again. I'm gonna start putting aside more. I got a bunch of canned goods now, but I'm gonna get some more and some beans and rice and oatmeal, stuff like that you can fix out on an open fire if you need to, if something happened. Because when we had that power outage last summer, we were without power uh, for almost 5 days. Some people went weeks without power. Yeah, MREs. That's right. Oh, that Jasmine Crockett ain't nothing to play with. Wow. They doing that with Medicaid? They're not accepting any new applicants? Wow. Oh, let me tell you what happened to me today, right? So I went into the drugstore to get my prescription after I left my doctor's appointment. When Biden was in office, the price of diabetes medication had gone down, way, way down, to where it was affordable. This man was in line ahead of me. He was getting his wife's Ozempic, and it was $300. And he was getting his diabetes medicine, and his medication was $700. So right there, just with two prescriptions, he was looking at $1,000. He said, "I can't afford that." And she said, one of the pharmacists said, "Let me see if there's any kind of discounts, because they can go on there and look on discounts." And I got what's that? Good RX. I get some of my medication through that discount, but pharmacists can look at certain places where I don't know now because Trump in office. His first week in office, people doggone what was it 2 weeks ago? People were trying to get their medication that was on Medicaid, Medicare. They were trying to get their prescriptions filled, and it was popping up in the system that they didn't have any benefits. There was like 24 hours or so, but imagine you're sick and you need insulin or blood thinner medication, or if you're a hemophiliac and you need your medicine and you try to fill it and you can't because of that. That's crazy. Mm, that's crazy. $1,000. That man, I felt horrible for him because he was two medicine. Get his wife's Ozempic and get his diabetes medicine. His diabetes medicine was $700. $700 for some doggone diabetes medicine. Just crazy. $700. $1,000. Ozempic 300, and then diabetes medicine 7. It's bad off. Yeah. Project 2025. They putting it in. It's going to either be rich people and poor people. Elon Musk is the richest man on earth. And Trump owes him because Trump's campaign was over until Elon Musk gave him the money to get back out there. Gave him the money to pay these people off that he lost the lawsuits to. So Trump is his puppet. This is his flunky. I don't know if they confirmed RFK today. Let me look. That's a good question. Let me see. Oh, because I'm pretty sure they did. Let's see, CNN. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they did. Trump says U.S. will take over Gaza Strip. Oh, God, he's going to start a war. No, he hadn't been confirmed yet, but they're moving ahead in the nomination process. Netanyahu says he believes Trump will help Israel achieve all its war goals. Uh-oh. White House is drafting order to initiate education department's elimination. Trump is firing all 5,000 employees who worked on the January 6th cases. Yeah. Waffle House is placing a surcharge on every egg it sells. I tell you, egg price is going up. Oh, Tiger Woods' mama died. Yeah. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's crazy. Do I support any independent news station? I from time to time will go and listen to podcasts on YouTube. And every now and then I listen to National Public Radio. Yeah. It's about to get real crazy around here. I believe so. CRR, I believe so. I believe so. People thought I was crazy when I said that. I used to always say, I believe Trump, the Antichrist. And Trump and Putin and Netanyahu are evil people. Mm. Right, Moni. NPR, Black Star Network. I listen to Don Lemon as well. I listen to Roland Martin. I listen to the National Public Radio, and I catch some podcasters that I like on YouTube. Ooh, excuse me, and I pay attention. Dang, man. There are people now saying they're scared to go out of the country. Americans are scared to go be tourists in other countries now because Trump are often saying that they feel like they're walking targets. Well, cussing Pastor Sweet Pea. Let me tell you about the cussing pastor thing. I've heard that there's a tape of him with a man out there, more than one. But the tape that I saw was with him and Dale, who used to be his like assistant. Him and Dale, Dale and I are Facebook friends, and I talk to Dale from time to time. it really broke her heart. That's why she left the show. She never told me at that time, but she left the show because she was romantically involved with him, and he left her for the woman he ended up marrying, who's now dragging him for Phil. And she went on with her life and met somebody else and got married. Then, but the sex tape popped up with her and him. And that's what I heard, Mona. It's supposed to be some men. It's supposed to be some tapes out there with some men. But I saw the tape with him and Dale. Yeah. Oh no, he gonna always be the custom pastor. That's how people know him. It is 8,000 taped. What do you mean? 8,000 taped. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. Oh, he got 8,000 sex tapes? Is that what you're saying? He got 8,000 sex videos? Oh wow. Wow. Okay. Ooh, okay. Wow. Hmm. Oh, I think he had a stroke. Hello, Sheila. How you doing? How you doing, Rikash? How you doing? I I think he had a stroke. He had something going on because he's been having problems with his heart the last couple of years. He's been in and out the hospital. He's supposed to have lost that weight, but he can't. He won't follow the doctor's orders. I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, yeah, but Dale was in love with him, and he hurt her. And if you notice, his show has gone down, 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 down. But since congestive heart failure, and if he don't stop, he's going to die. Um, I hate to say it like that, but that's just the reality of it. Um, when he hurt her and she left, and she wrote a children's book, um, she started doing children's books and some children friendly content. I don't know if it, because I don't have kids, so I wouldn't be paying it much attention. But he hurt her bad, and she left. And when she left, and he was out there by himself, and you saw the quality of the show went down and everything. She was his personal bodyguard because he wasn't licensed. He couldn't carry a gun, and she could. And she was an expert shot. Hey, CC, how you doing? And his show really has fallen off. I stopped watching it after she left. Because his famous saying, "Fix it, Dale." And then she going in, whatever was wrong, she was his problem solver. And she had him out there touring, custom pastor merchandise. She put him out there. And then he did that to her and got with the lady he with and did her dirty. And next thing you know, now he is what he is. And his current wife, soon to be ex-wife, is letting him have it. She when I watched that first video she did, hey Nicole, I did I was like, wow. She was like all of them guys. She basically said she walked in on something going on with a man. I wasn't there. None of us were there, so it's her word against his. But he don't need that kind of stress. He do not need that kind of stress when he's laid up in a hospital bed fighting for his life. He sure don't. So anybody want to ask me some other questions? I'm here. You got shoot. I didn't went over, I think. Yeah, because I want to be out of here at 8 o'clock. But anybody got any question they want to ask me? Because I've noticed that people, please click like. I know that people keep my viewership stays up when I keep it under an hour. That's why I try to keep my shows right around an hour now. Keep people engaged, let them go about their way, have a good time. Super Bowl this weekend. I'm really not excited about the Super Bowl. I haven't. It hadn't been a good Super Bowl in my opinion in a long time. So yeah, I'm just trying to get out of this funk that I'm in right now. I was sitting in my house. I was sitting in the next room over there 2 years ago. My sister called crying. She was like, "She's gone. She's gone." I said, "Who?" She said, "Mama." And I just froze for a minute. I was like, and yeah, I like Super Bowl food too, because they're gonna have something down the cigar lounge where I work. And gonna have a Super Bowl party, music and food and everything. But yeah, my mother was my heart, man. My mother was my heart. My dad too. Mustard. That song is so goofy to me, but it's popular with the people. So the Super Bowl commercials are starting at $8 million. You used to be able to get one for 5. Now, get your commercial played during the Super Bowl, starting at $8 million. $8 million for a little 30 seconds, like 20, 30-second clip. My fraternity brother is about to have his second commercial aired during the Super Bowl. Um, so I'm proud of him. Larry, you put the Chiefs? Nah, I'm a Raiders fan, so I don't have nobody in the Super Bowl, and don't know that it's gonna be for many, many years. But I'm pulling for the Eagles because my fraternity brother's starting quarterback. Last time he went to the Super Bowl, he almost won, but then the Chiefs beat him. This time he got a chip on his shoulder, so I'm pulling for him to go and get that first ring, that first Super Bowl championship. Because kind of sick of Mahomes and his little goofy haircut. I just want to just get a pair of clippers and just go. Kendrick Lamar got you right, got all those doggone Grammys, got the halftime show, and then Drake suing him and suing the record label for that song. I guess some songs he made, and I think the judge threw it out. I'm not sure because I ain't been following it. Yeah, exactly. Wife's a big Trump. Mahomes' wife is a big Trump supporter. I don't know how he justify that in that house. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, Soldier Thomas. Oh, Drake. Yeah, because it was making Drake look real bad out here suing. But he did have grounds to sue because they and I think some of the lyrics are alluding to or insinuating, implying that he was involved with underage girls, and so yeah, he got a reason. He got to shut that down. But when this Diddy thing dropped, I think a lot of people's names is gonna get called if this case sees inside of a courtroom. It's gonna be real bad for a lot of people. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's right. A lot of people gonna get exposed this year. A lot of people. People we know. That's all I'm gonna say. People. Wow, I'm still just shocked. Um, um, hmm. So I got any questions? Oh, anything new with Jake's Youngblood? Let us look. Hold on. Let me go look. Pacer. They're not like us. They're not like us. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Pacer system ongoing maintenance Sunday. Okay, that's not now. That's Sunday. Okay. Log in to Pacer. I know that. Uh-huh. Hold on here. Huh. Let's go up. Let's see here. Pacer. P-A. There we go. That's the one I need. There we go. Where would you like to go? Case locator. Hold on. If he had a sorority house, those girls are over the age of 18 in college. So he's dealing with adults. Let's see. Young Blood, Dwayne, search. There's the case. Let's see. Nope, there's nothing. The last entry was January 24th. They have until Valentine's Day. Oh, some of the girls said they were 17. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, he gonna have to answer tall. He gonna have to stand tall for that. But yeah, no new stuff as far as Pacers concerned. No. So I can get out of that. Let's see if CNN is updating anything. Mm-hmm. Wow, that is crazy. Nope. So yeah. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see what's going on over here. Hmm. Oh wow, Moni, you didn't tell y'all, Tarsha. I'm shocked with y'all. I just saw a picture, a video of MC Shan on YouTube. I'm over here looking. What happened to him? Oh my gosh. Now he's supposed to be, I'm 50, I'll be 56 this year. He's supposed to be like 60. He looks like he's 70 in his 70s. And I'm talking about hard knock life 70s, not aging gracefully 70. Whoa. Being beautifully honest is interviewing Tasha K on February 6th. Okay, though. Interesting. Tasha K been giving them hell out here lately. Oh, Rihanna's man's in court. Woo! It involves a gun and some shootings. And it don't look good because people are turning on him and telling. Mm-mm-mm. It don't look good for him. Lord, William McCraden made a video going after Jive. Ooh, 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 ooh. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all. Mm-mm-mm-mm. It ain't looking good. Oh, they ain't gonna let it rest now. No, it's two gay men. It's two gay men, feminine gay men, in a cat fight. So, but one thing I tell her, I joke with Marcellus every day. I'm like, they can't blame none of this on me and you now, because we ain't said nothing. We just sitting there like everybody else, just looking. Hmm, really? Oh, this person's doing this. Oh, you don't say. Uh-huh, uh-huh. And they've been killing, chopping each other's heads off. And I ain't said nothing. I have not said anything. I have not offered my opinion because I don't care. And they can't blame it on me. Oh, that's good news locally. Let's see. This is a good one. Let y'all see this little story. This is good news. Oh, for me it is anyway. Okay. Let's see here. This happened around the corner. I'm gonna show you this video. And check this out. He's got him better than paid off. He was been on the run for 8 months. Oh, yeah, for 8 months. Got evicted. He got evicted. He was on the run for 8 months. Uh, his money dried up. He was eating Lunchables. Yeah, he got more than paid back. Yeah, he got more than paid back. And then he has a pending criminal charge against him for violating the stalking and protection order I have against him. So life ain't too good for him right now. But anyway, check this out. There was when Trump had all these people deported and rounded up, there was this restaurant that's not too far from here. They picked up about 6 people. And I want you to just hear this story. Check this out.
Right now, 5 out of the 6 people detained in an ICE raid at a popular restaurant now out on bond.
Yeah, 19 News has uncovered the people rounded up were not the original targets. Stephen Hernandez with the new information.
At this point now, the clients will hopefully be released by the end of today, and they will have future hearings with the immigration court going forward.
Last month, ICE agents arrested 6 people at Cilantro Taqueria in Cleveland Heights. Today, 5 of those individuals were released on bond. The law office of Margaret Wong is representing the detainees. They confirmed all 6 are undocumented, but also do not have any previous criminal history. They also said the one person still locked up could also be out soon.
One of our clients is still going to be detained, but we are going to work towards finding a way for him to be released at a different time.
19 News discovering new information on what may have happened inside the restaurant a week ago. According to attorney Amir Khalab, the detainees said ICE agents came into the Euclid Heights Boulevard restaurant looking for one person in particular.
ICE did enter the restaurant with a photo of a certain person that they were looking for. They were asking all of the people in the restaurant for this individual and his location.
No one in the restaurant knew where that person was, but ICE still detained everyone else there.
We have no knowledge of that person. We don't know who he is. We were never provided any documentation from the government as to relation of the photo or anything that they were using to find that person.
The detentions made at Cilantro are part of what the lawyers are calling a very clear increase in ICE activity over the past few weeks.
Oh, yes. Yes, because the orders down, they need numbers.
I reached out to ICE's Detroit field office, which covers Cleveland, asking them for a comment on the bond release and what led them to detain the 6 others, but I've yet to receive a response. For now, Wong and her team will focus on the legal process ahead.
Is your team confident that the 5 that are set to be released today will have a favorable outcome in court, including that 6th person?
I bet.
In Cleveland, Stephen Hernandez, 19 News.
And yeah, so this restaurant's entire staff got arrested, and they had to put a hold on. And they had to put a padlock on the door and tell people like, hey, we don't know when we're gonna open back up. There's gonna be some days because they had to hire a whole new staff. They've been kids have been staying home from school. People have been not showing up to work. But they think, oh, they're here illegally. I find this hypocritical for people, the descendants of people that stole the land from the Native Americans, to be talking about people being illegal immigrants. This just baffles me. But that's a whole nother day, a whole nother discussion. But what gets me is when they start realizing how much the food prices are going to go up, how much construction prices are going to go up on buildings. When they get to that, see, we are used to dealing with adversity and hardships. They're not. So when they look up and their eggs are $12, $1 a piece, and they got to get a dozen eggs for $12, and when their milk prices and their poultry prices, those jobs are jobs that American citizens don't want. Nobody's trying to work in a poultry packing plant or poultry processing plant or out in the fields picking vegetables. Fresh vegetable prices are going to go through the roof. Lettuce, all fruits and vegetables, chicken, milk, eggs, the staple items. It's just going to go right. And when they realize that, and they can't get people to fill those jobs, because I don't see nobody lining up for $5 to $7 an hour to go out in the field and pick potatoes and onions and cabbage and lettuce and carrots, or you name it, picking oranges and lemons and limes and all the other stuff. And I don't see any of patriots lining up to do that. So it's going to be interesting. And then Trump with his tariffs, and a judge thankfully blocked that foolishness temporarily. So we're used to hardships and adversity. They're not. They go out there and cut their own throat. They're like, oh God, what are we going to do? Oh no, I know what to tell you. Thoughts and prayers. You got to be kidding me. I just feel this stupid thing. Yep. Oh well. So much for that. Yep. And but I can't lie, I did get a chuckle when I saw one of them guys they arrested and deported had a Latinos for Trump shirt on. I was like, no bueno. That's right, Tasha. A good pot of beans and some cornbread, maybe seasoned with a smoked turkey neck, some cheap meat. But I knew we were in trouble the first time Trump was offered. The people, for those of you like me who like oxtails, the price of oxtails was like, you couldn't get a pack of oxtails for under $35. And that's here in Ohio. So I can only imagine how much they cost in New York or LA if you try to buy some oxtails. Shoot, you probably couldn't even find oxtails unless you go over in Compton or somewhere in LA. But I can only imagine. Because for Caribbean dishes, oxtails is one of the big items. Because I got turned on to oxtails big time when I was living in New Jersey. Because Dominicans love oxtails. Dominicans and all the islands, but Dominicans, oxtail and rice, oxtail and red beans and rice. Yep. Egg beaters can be frozen. And I actually like egg beater. Yeah, oxtail morning now is a special occasion item. Yeah, but he's trying to do it. Department, a college guy that bought his way through college was the dumbest person, according to one of his professors that he'd ever taught. Now wants to do away with the Department of Education, and they wonder why the rest of the world views the United States as a laughingstock. uh, in the well, our educational system is horrible, and it's going to get worse under him. I don't think I could be fooling with no powdered eggs, but Denise, I would try it, but egg beater, I actually like those. Powdered milk, nah, I'm good. Excuse me. Yep, exactly. They say oxtails with pork. Shoot, I love me some oxtails and gravy and some rice. Oh, I got hooked on that when I was living in New Jersey. At one end of the block, there was a Dominican restaurant. The other end, it was a Brazilian steakhouse. And then the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans on each side in the middle of the block had a bodega. So you get up on Saturday morning, you hear all kind of Latin jazz and the congas and the ding 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 ding. And then 2 blocks back behind us, it was a Jamaican spot. A case of oxtails in Brooklyn is $78 to $125. Jesus Christ. Jesus and the Christ. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Larry, I've never had oxtail on the grill. That's a good idea. I might try that this summer. Oxtail in a pressure cooker. I don't trust anything in pressure cooker. I'm scared of it. Oxtails is going for $78 to $125. Tasha, are you kidding me? That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm not sleepy, Elaine. Marcella's got y'all on that stuff. I take medicine. Now that Marcellus has had his chuckle, I take pain med and I take this is serious, me being serious. I have insomnia real bad. I've had it since my father passed. So I've always had it, but it's gotten really bad. I'll be sitting up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and I'll just wake up and can't go back to sleep. And then I know I have to get up at 5 because I go to work. But I'll just be sitting there. You spent $73 on 2 oxtail dinners. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, Recash. You gotta freeze stuff. That's why I got that deep freezer. Um, and I keep it with chicken in it. Cheap meat that'll last you. A whole chicken stretch. So I take trazodone to help me sleep. I can't take Ambien because Ambien gives me nightmares. Um, but I'll sit there and take a trazodone now, and let's say it is what time is it? It's 8:25. 9 o'clock. I'm not and fighting to stay awake. So yeah, so they teased me, and plus I was like I said last year, I didn't know I had a blockage in my heart until I had that procedure done. So I was always going to bed early, but I would still be tired, and that was another thing that had me worn out. So oh I forgot about that. Yeah, let me put that over here. Um, Marcellus didn't, yeah, but he was just laughing because I got on there with him and Vincent and Levantre, and I was the one that initiated the call. And I don't remember 5 minutes in, and I was like, but I forgot the fact that I had just taken um, one of my medicines that I have to take for that, and I was like, the next thing I know, was like I woke up. It was 3 o'clock in the morning because my dog was scratching me because she wanted to get out, and I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, oh Lord, I done fell asleep. So I went back in there and I apologized to him. And then of course they all clown me about it. Okay, whatever. I ain't mad or nothing. It was just it happened. Hi Elaine. It happened. It's not. I take stuff. I got thick skin, and I can take a joke. So it is what it is. Because Marcellus falls asleep when we're in the moderators chat. He falls asleep. We all have. We all have. Now, in the old days when we first got started, we had a person, I ain't gonna say no name, Roxanne, that would, if you was on the screen, that's why everybody now puts their emoji up when we chat in the moderators chat. So they might hear you snoring, but I used to fall asleep, my head back in my mouth wide open, and she would snap it and send a picture to everybody. I know that's right, Rick Cash. If I'm gonna get my sleep, I'm 55. When I get it, I gets it. Mm-hmm. You ain't lying, Moni. Shoot, I ain't painting no potatoes. I'm gonna put my potatoes in the pot, make me some potato salad. Yeah, man. Shoot. Y'all, I'm telling you now, get you some meals that can stretch. Soups, beans and rice. Stuff you can eat more than one meal. And stock up on your bottled water. Yep. Stock up on your bottled water. Meat prices are going to go through the roof. Meat, eggs, milk. Let's see. Oh, you can forget about seafood. Oh, God. You can forget about that. But here's the thing. All of y'all that have been watching people get deported, somebody let me know in the chat what I'm about to say. Of all the people that you've been seeing get deported, have any of them been Asian or people from the Middle East or the Far East? It seems that the only people I see that they've been rounding up and deporting have been people that are Latino. I haven't even, well, Haitians and Latinos, but mostly Latinos, people of color. No Arabs and no Asians. That's right. That's what I thought. That's who's getting put on these planes. That's who's getting rounded up is Latino. Oh, so they are rounding up Caribbean people. Really? Hadn't heard about that. Because every time I turn on the news, I see them rounding up people. There's always some Latino. Yeah. You know what, Elaine? The people that they claim in Ohio that are Haitian that are supposed to be illegal, they're not. Them people here and they got jobs and got houses. ICE has been in Brooklyn the last 2 weeks. Yeah, because there are a lot of Arab people in Brooklyn. Shoot, there's a lot of everybody in Brooklyn, but there's a large Jewish community. They ain't gonna touch them. There's a lot of Jews and Arabs in Brooklyn and Latino. Most of the Latino people that I would run into, a lot of them lived in the Bronx or Spanish Harlem. Really? Boyfriend sent back to Europe. That's a surprise. That's right. Them Haitians gonna have them papers. And you're right. They're not gonna mess with them Jews. They are not gonna mess with the Jewish people. But all I see on the news every time I do flick real quick or look on YouTube and see a news coverage of the story, they always showing some Latino man, mostly a Latino man, being walked into the back of a van or a bus. Excuse me, or put on a plane. But I haven't seen the other people wholesale like they doing them Latino people. Oh, your son go to Alabama A&M? Really? Wow, that's cool. My cousin graduated from there, and the guy that just fired the head football coach, I grew up with him in North Carolina, Coach Maynard, and his brother was in my fourth grade class. Wow, what would they be doing at Alabama A&M unless they're getting African and Caribbean students? That's crazy. Mm, that is crazy. You round up everybody that's supposed to be illegal or whatever. You're gonna find yourself a lot of industries gonna be shutting down because they're not gonna have workers. I'm gonna tell y'all now, the prices of housing are gonna go through the roof. Housing prices are going to go through the roof. And because the housing prices are going through the roof, rents are going to start going through the roof, but our salaries are not. Watch what I tell you. So if you're out here living by yourself and it gets a little tight, you might want to consider moving in with somebody and get you a roommate. Oh, my cousin Alana. Yeah. And then my cousin Daryl Germany, my homeboy. When were you at A&M, Medina? When were you there? Shoot, McDonald's going. You're gonna see a lot of businesses, and unfortunately, there's gonna be a lot of mom and pops go out of business. It's gonna be bad. These next 18 months are gonna be bad. And I've been talking to people, and I don't think Trump's gonna survive to the end of his term. I think Elon Musk is the Antichrist. Him and Trump. You won't convince me otherwise. These some evil people we got out here. Some evil people. Very evil people. I've been all I can tell people is watch and pray. Look at what's going on in the news. Look at your Bible. Read the book of Daniel. Read the 24th chapter of Matthew. Read Ezekiel. Read the book of Revelation. And see if you don't see what's going on in this world right now, don't line up with what they said was going to happen. Oh, you knew Duke Barnes. Oh, Lee Ivory. Yeah, Lee Ivory's my cousin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you was there. Yeah. Lee Ivory's my cousin. Mm-hmm. I lived half a mile from his grandmother's house growing up. I don't think he's going to make it to the end of his presidency. I have a theory. I was driving home today and I said, either he's going to get sick and die, somebody's going to try to kill him or is going to kill him, or either he's going to, they're going to kill him outright or poison him. Something's going to happen to him. He will not see the end of his presidency. And it's going to be one of his own people. It's not going to be somebody that hates him. It's going to be somebody that he promised something to and he betrayed them. It's going to be one of his people. It's going to be one of the mega people that's going to kill him. I don't think he'll make it to halfway point of his term. I really don't. You're right, Mona. I don't think it. I think at the end of 18 months or 2 years, it's right. It's going to be somebody within his own camp that's going to take him out. Because these white people are like, I voted for you. You lied to me. You betrayed me. Because medication is gone. These federal government jobs. My cousin right now, she's like, Dale, I don't know what I'm going to do. She said, I thought about applying for a job up there where you are. She said, but they only had 250 job openings up here, and it was thousands of people applying for them 250 jobs. And she works for the OEM, and she works from home. And he's demanding a lot of these people report to their office, but you might be working from home, and your home office might say you might be here in Ohio working from home, but the office that you're working out of is in Kansas City, Kansas. You can't go report to that office because you never set foot in that office. Right, they didn't read Project 2025, but they're going to learn today. You know what, Medina? She just might do that. Hello, respective angle. Yeah, but all the people you name, Lee and Duke Barnes, yeah. Yep. Yeah, and them SNAP benefits got frozen. Shoot, the same day the SNAP got frozen, Medicaid, Medicare, and people going to the drugstore and they're like, we don't have any health insurance on file for you. But a lot of people don't realize his ex-wife tried to tell us Donald Trump on his nightstand by the bed, he had a copy of Mein Kampf. That was the book that Hitler read to do what he did in Nazi Germany. American Airlines, and that fool got on after that plane crash and tried to blame the plane crashing on Obama and Biden. And his base is dumb, and they believed it. Most of them. Yep, Hitler is his role model. But you got to realize, Trump is from Germany. Well, his family is. His dad ran away from Germany to keep from having to serve in the military. So he's a third or fourth generation draft dodger. Third generation racist. I don't understand how that ever been black MAGA, but one of my fraternity brothers is one. I'm like, I ain't gonna cut you off, but I sure ain't gonna be in the same spot with you. Cause he from the hood. How you gonna be a black MAGA and you from the hood of the inner city in the Northeast? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It can't. You can't. Don't make no sense. Makes no sense. I got his niece's book and I'm going to read. I got it. Shoot, it's right here. It's over here. I got it over here. I got her book. I'm going to read it. What's up, Marcellus? You want to come up and cut up? Let me put that link down there. Come on up and say a few words to the peoples. I tried to give people a chance to come up and ask me and get on the screen with me, and nobody took me up on the offer. That's right. His original name is Drunk. That's right. A lot of people don't realize that he's German. The Nazi kind. The Nazi type. That's right. A lot of people don't realize that. This man didn't just pop up. Yeah, I'm starting to see that, Medina. Quite a few people. A lot of Latinos voted for Trump. They say 20% of black men voted for Trump. I don't believe that, but it very well could be. But to be honest with you, not voting at all is the same as voting for Trump, because the people with voter apathy helped put him back in office. I don't know what it is about black people, our people, and not voting. And our people, our ancestors put their lives on the line so that we can have the right to vote. Yes, I told you I was going. How Marcel? See, you must have been asleep, Marcellus, because I put it in the chat that I was going and on the page that I was going live today because I was going to do it yesterday, but I just. Oh, here we go.
I was
So-
not asleep, sir.
Okay, that's what you say.
No, I wasn't asleep. Let me turn it up so I can hear you because I'm not going to be able to hear you if I don't.
I hear you loud. You booming. You are
Okay, because I just he said I'm booming. What does that mean?
I mean, it's like so loud over here. I gotta cut it down.
Look, that's only because I had to turn up the thing so I wouldn't have to put on those headphones. I didn't want to put on my headphones. Good evening, everybody in the chat. Shout out to all of you that are in the chat over here with the Cigar Vlogger. You know why they ain't coming up to talk to you. They scared of you. They already
They'll talk about me, but they won't talk to me. I was like, and I let them know early in the day. I said, you got 30 minutes for me.
Somebody else said I'm loud. Let me turn this.
Yeah, I told you it's really. I mean, when you came on, it was like boom. I said, well,
hello, is that better? Is that
it's
better?
still loud. But no, it's fine. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
But I know one thing: when you talk, my speakers definitely working.
Yeah, that's good. Hello, Tarsha Global. Good to see you in the chat. What's up, Moni? Moni.
Yeah,
Look at Medina.
Yeah.
Hey, Medina. Good to see you over here. Good to see you. All of y'all in the chat. Don't make me go through everybody. Y'all know I like saying hello. I will be here for 35 minutes. What you talking about? Because I missed it.
Everything.
Did you tell them you had to that we needed to be praying for you because you got some stuff to go handle in another week?
Oh, I'm talking about my surgery.
Oh, okay.
Gallbladder out, yeah. And tomorrow I'm gonna go release a balloon on the lake like I did last year for my mother's passing. And then I found out my ex-girlfriend died last year, and I just found out today, about 2-3 hours ago. And she's a victim of domestic violence, and her injuries finally took her out.
Who was that?
I tell y'all who she is, y'all. Remember the Rance Allen video that they made a meme out of him going and
right.
I said that was my ex-girlfriend was in the background. She was singing backup for him. She was in that video. That meme. Yeah, and she passed away.
Well, Medina, you don't have to put your camera on. You can put your avatar up. You guys don't have to put your camera on. You don't have to come up. And yes, it's very sad, Tasha Global.
Yeah. Of course, Musk got Trump in office. If it wasn't for him giving him that money, his campaign would have been over because his campaign fund got down to zero.
Oh, yes. Since I'm here, let me tell you all about this. You all need to go to targetfast.org.
I support it.
If you didn't know, you want to put that in the chat, Daryl, Target Fast, or somebody put it in there, the word Target, TARGETFAST.org. In 30 days from now, we are going to begin a fasting of Target. We will no longer be shopping at Target. We're giving them 30 days because if you have a Black-owned business, we want to be able to give the Black-owned businesses that are associated with Target an opportunity to shift their business, make sure they have online shopping so that we'll be able to shop for them. When you go there and register at targetfast.org, you will get a list of over 300,000 Black-owned businesses. So this will be able to help you, make the transition so that you can get. Y'all know I'm all about this, so y'all know how I am. So you guys will be able to register, and they're going to give you access to other Black businesses. I know you love Daryl, Mississippi girl. We love Daryl. Daryl is my home.
I love you too.
If you scroll down to the bottom, Daryl, there'll be a place for them to put your name. And I don't know if they're going to ask for they did ask for the phone number, but it's on there as well.
$1 billion pledge of Black business community through product, service, and Black media buys. Deposit $250 million amongst any of our 23 Black banks, completely restoring the franchise commitment to DEI, and a pipeline community centers at 10 HBCUs to teach retail business at every level. All right. They got a platform.
Yeah, well, they have an initiative, and I mean, we should have been doing this a long time ago. Well, Tabitha, we didn't can't. No one. Oh, you put your phone number in there. There
Yeah.
online.
I don't care. My numbers
Oh.
are my numbers and all my stuff. That's my
Oh,
business.
okay.
That's my tax write-off.
I'm sorry. But Medina, we didn't cancel Tabitha. Tabitha just needs to understand. She needs to make sure her business is online as well, and that her business cannot just be found in Target. That people have to physically walk into Target. If she's getting paid off of those items, then she needed to have a website where you can go to tabithabrown.com or whatever and click on the link and buy all the seasonings you want, and all the pots you want. You shouldn't have to have a business that's only required that if somebody walks into a store, that's the only way they can have access to you. That's not the kind of idea. MCD, we canceled our Sam's Club membership going to the ghetto cousin Costco. It's not ghetto. You're about to get a superior product experience at the Costco. Praise his holy name. I kid you not. When you go to heaven, you're going to hear the angels flap their wings and cry out, Costco, Costco, Costco. They're going to go to and fro, and they're going to say, Costco, Costco, Costco. That's what they're going to say. All right, good, Recash, because that's where we're going to be going to get anything Tabitha Brown, period. But it's time out. While they're playing all of these games, ladies and gentlemen, we need to be galvanizing. We needed to be getting together and working together. If you are a Black-owned business, you need to be going to the United States Black-owned, what is it? The U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce. My brain is fried. You need to be going there to register, and if you want to get your business put into the directory, you need to make sure that you're going about doing that. This is the time that we needed to be doing that. So if you have a legitimate business, you need to most certainly be doing that. This is all my kind of thing, and I love doing that. So that's where we're at today, targetfast.org. They have 30 days. After this 30 days, we will no longer be shopping at Target. So just so that you know.
U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce. I just put the link in the chat.
Yeah, so that's what you want to do for that as well, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't mean to come and change the vibe over here, but you were talking, so I thought I would share.
Back to what we used to do,
right?
Informing people and having a good time, and not dealing with drama and foolishness. I mean, just get back to what we were doing in the beginning, which was educating people and having a good time at the same time.
Yeah, and messing with a couple of people we needed to.
Yeah.
Somebody said I've been doing targeted cancellations of businesses and cancel social medias too. I cancel Sam's Club and Amazon. I haven't really bought anything from Amazon in a really long time, which is a good sign, which means I probably don't need it as much as I thought I needed it. So I'm with you on that, Medina. I'm with you on that one.
Film equipment from Amazon, but I'm going to start looking for other sources besides them to get my equipment if I need it moving forward, because there's a list out there of everybody that contributed to Trump and support or big benefit. And I was shocked at some of the people on the list. In fact, let me see if I got it on my phone, because I was blown away, and I remember sharing it with as many people as I could. And I was just like, wow, these companies really... Okay, the following companies have donated to Trump and Project 2025. I'm just going to name a few of them. Alamo Rental Car, Arby's, a couple of pro baseball teams, don't surprise me, AutoZone, Bacardi, Ashley Furniture, Baskin & Robbins, Bausch & Lomb, Bluebell Ice Cream, damn.
That's why I said if you start boycotting everything, y'all gonna get skinny as hell. I'm just telling you that.
Buick and Cadillac, Buffalo Wild Wings, Carl's Jr.'s,
which is Hardee's on the East Coast,
right? Chevrolet, Charmin, all Chiquita brands, the bananas, Cinnabon, Coors Beer, Dairy Queen, Dirt Devil Vacuum.
And if I'm not mistaken, Coors Beer is the McCain family. Isn't that the McCain? No, they're the Bushweiser folks. No, they're Bushweiser.
That's Anheuser-Busch you're talking about.
But Coors is Anheuser-Busch too, right?
I think so. I don't know. I
think they're...
I got to look. But This one I'm gonna skip to. This is gonna blow your mind, Marcellus. George Foreman Grills.
Oh, I believe it. George Foreman is crazy as hell. Go ahead. I'm
En-
sorry.
Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Exxon, Folgers, Fruit of the Loom.
Well, let me stop you right there because you said Exxon. If you shop at the Mobil gas station, if you shop at the 76 gas station, 76 is the same as Mobil. They use the same gas. It's the same gas.
Mobil is on here.
Yeah. That's the same company, just so you know. Go ahead.
Hellsberg Diamonds, Hershey, Hoover Vacuum. I've never heard of this bank, but it's a big bank, Horizon Bank.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Jimmy Dean Sausage, Keller Williams Realty, LL Bean, Land O'Lakes, Legs Pantyhose, Marshalls, McDonald's, Miller Beer, a couple of beer companies, Motorola, the My Pillow guy. I don't know how he contributed. He ain't got no money. Napa Auto Parts, the New York Yankees, New Orleans Saints football team, the Norwegian Cruise Line, Omni Hotels, Papa John's, Oric Vacuums, Old Dutch Foods, never heard of, Playtex, Procter and Gamble, Publix.
Now, but Procter and Gamble owns a lot of stuff.
A bunch of stuff.
Right. So when you say Procter and Gamble, you all, that's a lot.
A lot. Because if you Google the parent company Procter and Gamble and it shows you because truth be told, it's 6 or 7 major companies that own all the stuff that we use in the United States. It'll blow your mind.
Exactly.
7 parent companies own all these other little smaller companies.
And most of them are owned or contributed to by the Koch brothers or the Koch family.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Publix grocery stores, they're very big in the South. Purdue Farms, Slotsky's, Shell Oil, Smucker's Products, Sunoco, Spalding Athletic Company, Black & Decker Hardware, Tito's Vodka, for you people that like Tito's Vodka. I never liked it for a reason. Turtle Wax, Walmart, Wendy's, Wonder Bread, Wild Cable, never heard of them. And that's just I just skipped about. Grey Goose, Hanes Underwear, Hobby Lobby.
So what you're going to do in essence for a lot of this is you're going to go back to a lot of mom and pop brands and a lot of mom and pop businesses. That's essentially right. What you're going to have to do. Like you're going to have to go to the hamburger shop that Bill and Wanda owns, that you can go get you a little hamburger and a cheeseburger and some French fries from Bill and Wanda. And you might have to get it from Jose and Guadalupe.
That's right.
You know. I'm just telling you that's the nature of it.
Let me tell you about Ben and Jerry's, money. Everybody jokes about them. When I was in college years ago, they came back then when I was a student and donated, and they set up a what's it when they
endowment trust fund
endowment of $10 million. They went around a bunch of HBCUs giving money, and they created different brands of ice cream to honor the different HBCUs. Like ours, they did a Tuskegee Airman flavor, and and all the proceeds from those particular ice creams, not only on top of the endowment, the sales from that particular ice cream, a percentage of it went back to the school. They've always given back to Black people and helped Black people, and they hire a lot of Black people and minorities and marginalized groups. So yeah, today when I was in the store, I said, if I buy any ice cream moving forward, it's going to definitely be Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, and I do like their brownie, chocolate fudge brownie thing. That's my favorite Ben and Jerry's.
Oh my God, it's good.
Yeah, that's my favorite. But I tried a new Thrifties brand the other day. It was caramel and praline, the caramel praline one, the Thrifty brand. I know y'all don't have that on the East Coast.
They're gonna have something like it on this.
Oh Lord. I said I'm not gonna buy no more ice cream for a long time because I ate so much of that ice cream, my knee hurting. My knee been hurting for the last 2 days. I said, I think my ice cream done went to my knees. My
Oh,
knee
yeah.
hurts so bad.
I just read off a few of the people on that list. I'm sure it's many, many, many more. Well, hold on. Now that we're talking about it, I want y'all to see this. If I can pull it up, I pray that I can pull this up and put it on the screen. What we were talking about, and here it is. I'm gonna pull this up. Oh Lord, I gotta pull this image up. Y'all gotta see this. Oh, I gotta share this. I'm gonna take this one down, and I'm gonna put this one up. Hold on. You gotta see this. This is crazy. This is gonna blow your mind. Let's see. These are the companies that own everything. Let's see if I can get some images up here. One of them to come up. Please let this one come up. Please, oh please.
You might have to hit the visit button where it comes from.
Yeah,
But is that the Procter and Gamble one?
Yeah,
Because I think that's the Procter and Gamble one. Because that one, they own every damn thing. That's the thing. They own everything.
You know, these companies control everything. This one over here that I'm trying to get to, I'm not going to pay you $1. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. I'm not going to pay you to look at a map.
And Mississippi Girl says George Foreman doesn't own the grills. He just lends his name to it.
Yeah, but I'm just shocked. It just blows your mind that they would do that. Let's see if this one will come up. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Let me see if I can blow this one up. Can y'all see that? Let me take this one off. Hold on here. I'm gonna have to share this.
The major companies that own everything. Is that what you looked up?
Yeah, the major.
Because I could probably hold on. Let me go over here. Hold on. Let me Google that.
Because yeah, I mean they own every freaking thing. I mean they own everything, brother. Everything you can imagine. They just own everything out there. Let me see. But the one I'm talking about, Nestle, I'm just going to read off. You got these 7 companies. The food that we eat over the one all the way to the right. I wish I could blow it up. But Nestle, all the companies that Nestle own, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, General Mills, Kellogg, Associated British Foods, and I don't know what they're Mondelez and Mars and Danone. Those are the companies that own all the foods that we eat on the shelf. The one all the way over there to the right, the big one. Everything. I mean, they own everything that we eat. It's just maddening. Let's see. Let's see.
That's why when you come, like when I started doing my research a long time ago, and I said I was only going to buy black brands and all of this stuff, and I started looking up stuff. I said even the paper plates you eat off of is owned by them people. Even the non-name brand plates that you buy, the ones the no-name brand, the cheap ones, they own those too. So whether you buy the cheap ones or the no-name brand, you still paying the same people.
Now this one, this is it right here. I'm just gonna read what. Well, let me pick one. General.
Well, you got Nestle, Pepsi Cola, Procter and Gamble, Unilever, Coca-Cola, Mars, Molyneux, Danone, Kraft Heinz Company, Associated British Foods, General Mills, and the Colgate Palmolive. Okay, so let's say you deal with Pepsi. I'm just because I can see it really well, Daryl. I done blew it up over here.
Okay, so you got the one I got on the screen.
Yeah, I got the same. It's almost the same one, but yeah, I got the other one, the blue one that you was looking at, but you couldn't blow it up. They own Lay's, Pepsi, of course. What is that? Doritos, Gatorade, Rockstar, Tropicana, Cheetos, Brisk, Mountain Dew. Y'all know Funyuns, Quaker Oats. Oh my God, Captain Crunch. The list goes on.
Rice-A-Roni.
I'd be sitting here reading all day and every day.
Ruffles, potato chips, the stuff that we eat every day.
Yeah,
Cheese,
everything you can think of, they own it.
that's just PepsiCo.
That's just Pepsi. Now, when you get over into P&G, Procter and Gamble, they own Love's, Vicks Vapor Rub, Bounce,
Joy Liquid,
Pepto Bismol,
Pampers,
what is it? Charlie Banana Company, Oil of Olay,
Fred,
Ivory, Tampax, Pampers, Always, Gillette, Tide, Braun,
Oral B,
Oral B. Yeah, exactly. They own everything. I'm just trying
every
to
damn
say.
thing.
Listen,
Everything.
don't go down this. Don't go down this because I done
Yeah,
been
it'll
down this
make
rabbit
your
hole
head hurt.
before.
Make your head hurt. That's how much control these companies have over what we eat and put in our bodies.
Yeah, I've been down this rabbit hole. God knows I did.
Yes, I mean, and shoot, Nestle. If you got a child like Tarsha Gobe, you got that little baby. They got all the Gerber products.
Unilever, the company Unilever, they own Ben and Jerry's.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all talk about Ben and Jerry's ain't in the mix. No, they in the mix too.
Oh yeah, everybody got a parent company.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's. They own Dove. They own Comfort. They own some of these companies I've never heard of. Ponds, Coleman's, Nexus, Degree. I don't even use Degree deodorant anymore because I think the Dove brand is better. Axe,
Popsicles, Lipton.
They own everything, people.
Every damn thing.
Yeah. And then of course we all know Nestle owns everything in their grandmama, so I'm not going down that.
Yep.
If you eating it and it's got chocolate in it, it's coming from Nestle. They probably got something to do. They even own Perrier, the water company.
Yeah.
So there's no getting away from these people.
Dog and cat food. And shoot, I'm just looking over here. Dang, they own stuff I didn't even know they own. Wow.
Oh Lord, I can't stand politics. This one.
And then Kraft Heinz. If you season your food, Kraft Heinz owns it. That's crazy, man.
That's why some of y'all Negroes need to just go back to salt and pepper. Can y'all live with just salt and pepper? No.
And
y'all can't live without y'all Lowry seasoned salt and that garlic salt.
And Johnson & Johnson, that's the medicine. Now that's the one we all need to pay attention to. Aveeno, all the Johnson & Johnson. Then you got AccuView for those, I guess, people with contacts. Lactaid, Rogaine for people that's bald like me. Nicorette if you're trying to quit smoking. Tylenol, Visine, Pepsi.
Oh, I thought Nicorette is when the person didn't have no job and you send them out to go play basketball. You send them to the Nicorette. Don't they go to the Nicorette? That's what I thought.
Not messing with you. Band-Aid, Neutrogena, Lubriderm. I mean, I'm just skimming through it. I'm not even going. Neosporin. I mean, anything you can think of. Sudafed. What's that? Zyrtec. Motrin, Bengay, Benadryl. For people with allergies. I mean, they got everything. I mean, that's just one company. We're talking, these are almost $1 trillion together. They're in the trillions of dollars.
But see, here's what I want to preempt this, because I'm a person who believes in buying black. And y'all, a couple of years ago, I did this and I told y'all about my experience with this. Negroes, when I started buying the black trash bags, the black people trash bags, they cost a little bit more because you got to get them shipped to you, because you can't find them in the regular grocery store 9 times out of 10. The Negroes was all complaining that the trash bags cost too much, but they're owned by a black person, and the more people that buy them, the more they can drive the cost down because production won't cost as much. And that's the thing we don't understand. Sometimes we have to make a little bit of a sacrifice so that we can see our people prosper, etc., etc. I'm not going to argue and I'm not going to preach about it, but y'all know I'm big on this anyway. So for those of you that follow, y'all know. And I've been trying to get people to do this for a long time anyway. So now I guess we needed a Donald Trump to force y'all Negroes to realize he's trying to sell you down the river and take away all your rights. So
down the river, around the corner, and everywhere else he's trying to sell.
Yeah, hopefully you'll decide to purchase some black people products and try to do something.
We got to. I mean, it's at a point of no return now. We have to. It's sink or swim.
Yeah, because now it's, I mean, you're in a tough spot. Now you watch, if all these black people start boycotting and buying black, watch how everybody changes their tune. Because see, it's about the money. They want your money, but they just don't want you to have no rights with the money. That's the sad part.
The black-owned products that we're gonna run into. Even if you're trying to get the black-owned product, there has to be a shipping and distribution company to put the product in your hand from their warehouse to your house. And if they can't network with a black-owned trucking company, then you're gonna be back at square one. Because I'm gonna show you something that happened. Minister Louis Farrakhan back in the 80s, he came out with his own brand of health and beauty products called Clean and Fresh. And he was going to mom and pop stores to have them put in the stores. He was trying to get a deal. He had negotiated a deal. I don't know if it was with Walmart or somebody else to put his products in. And certain communities said, if you put his products on your shelf, we're going to pull our stuff from you. So he lost out on all those deals, and that Clean and Fresh product line went belly up. So now he only sells it within the mosque, or either like you see those people on the corner selling the final calls and whatever. Yeah, he was trying to make a serious move on health and beauty products and getting contracts to have his stuff sold in stores. And he ran into all kind of opposition, so he had to go with the mom and pop stores, and it fizzled out. And that was back in the late 80s, 1988, 89. I remember it well. But shipping and trucking is going to be the key to us getting our hands and having access to black-owned products, unless we can find somebody that's in our city where we live to go get it from them directly. It's going to be tough, but it's manageable. It can be done, because during segregation, black people had their own thing. Black Wall Street. There was a bunch of communities around the United States, just like Tulsa. Right there in North Carolina, not far from you, there was a section of Greensboro that was just like, there was a Black Wall Street right there in Greensboro. Very prominent. Every state had a Black Wall Street community of thriving. Rosewood down in Florida, they made the movie about. In Atlanta, over there on Auburn Avenue, that area was like a Black Wall Street. That was where Dr. King grew up. Any city any major city you could find. Harlem, the areas of DC. You go to Pittsburgh, you got sections of Pittsburgh where August Wilson was from. Homestead, that was a prominent African American community. You just go around the country. But they had their own. They had the best schools. Black Wall Street in Tulsa, they had 2 airports. Right there in Atlanta, where all those people keep drowning in Lake Lanier, that town was called Oscarville. They filled that in and put that lake there on top of that black community and ran those black people out. They had a racing track, a horse track out there. They had schools and businesses. They were self-contained, and they just ran them out. So we've done it before as a people, but maybe this is a wake-up call for us to do for self again. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. We don't.
No, I mean, I definitely think it's something that needed to be done eventually to shake people when you got to go to the grocery store and the eggs cost $20. And I saw somebody on social media today. The lady asked, she said, well, what does eggs cost? What does lowering the price of eggs have to do with my civil rights? And she was just asking really basic questions. And I said, she's absolutely right. Some of these things that they're blaming, I mean, it's insanity. It's insanity.
It's an economic issue. But I am going to be calling the city within the next week or two and find out what the city ordinance is, because my neighbor that was 2 doors down, they used to have hens and chickens and selling eggs out the backyard. They've moved away. So I'm going to find out, hey, is it okay for me to build a chicken coop? Because, I'm a country boy. So I putting a hen house in my backyard ain't no problem.
I know where I live. That's not going to go over very well. But
right,
what I would say is
You have to be within the city ordinance because
Yeah.
you got to build a chicken coop. You have to find out what your city ordinance is where you live, and if they approve it, shoot, guess what? I'm building it right back there in
Well,
my
there's
back.
some neighborhoods in the South Los Angeles where you got a rooster and everything cock-a-doodle doing in the morning, and they got chickens and all kinds of stuff in the front yard. There's communities out there that have it.
And when the weather gets warm, I was gonna plant a garden anyway because I'm gonna get me a tiller plow and I'm gonna put me because I like to eat collard greens and if you think price is crazy, any of you that gone in the store, the bunches of collard greens are this big now, and they want outrageous price for a little small bunch of collard greens that's not even big enough to feed you and one other person. When I was a kid, you used to be able to buy a bunch of collard greens that was this big for under $5, and you can eat. The whole family can eat. So I'm gonna be planting me some collards and some corn and some.
Well, I know we're going to be just making a lot of dishes that don't require eggs and some of these other things. Let me just remind you all tonight, Target fast.org. I don't want to forget about that. Yes, you cannot have any chickens in the backyard. It won't work. So I'm just saying, you can't have those. But I can drive to a chicken farm that's not too far away from me and get fresh eggs, and they're cheaper than what you pay for them in the grocery, and you get a lot more of them.
Yeah, and buy them by the flat. But if they give me the go ahead, I'm gonna have me 6 hens out there, and I'm gonna have a rooster so they can do his business, and I can keep on reproducing and getting all the eggs I want, and then with all the eggs I don't need, I'll sell the rest of them. If I get a little hungry, I'm like,
shame on you. Now you'll chop the chicken's head off, but the lamb, you just can't have a lamb chop, huh?
Jesus meat, I ain't going to hell.
No lamb chop, just my God from Zion.
I'm not going to hell eating Jesus meat. I'm not going to hell. But I bust a chicken head right off top, hang him upside down, let that blood drain out, dunk him in a pot of hot water. From killing to my cooking will be an hour.
Yeah, well, Uncle Fred said you have to make sure the chickens are healthy too if you're gonna do that, because you need to take good care of the chickens.
Yeah. See, the chickens that you get in the store, they put them in little cages. They never get to walk around. I'm gonna have range chickens. I'm gonna have a coop big enough for them to walk around, feeding them corn and all natural stuff. None of that junk they pump them with that's making us sick. All natural. But I don't really, the truth be told, I really don't eat that much meat. But I do eat a lot. Unfortunately, I eat a lot of bread.
Yeah, well, that's what I had today for dinner. I had spicy green beans, some steamed rice. I had just a little pieces of chicken in there, not a lot, but primarily just the veggies, because the veggies is what I was after.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be seriously planting a garden. I'm gonna put me a tomato. I don't even eat tomatoes, but my son like them, and I'm gonna plant me 2 or 3 plants of tomatoes, about 3 plants of okra.
I'm not doing all that, Daryl. This is America, damn it. I'm not doing all of that. These people need to.
It's not.
I know you did. I know you did. But I'm gonna lose a lot of weight over these next several years because I'm not gonna be doing all of this.
Oh, but I mean, to be honest, Trump just, as a matter of fact, I was reading before you came up, he opened up the reservoir out there and did something with y'all water supply.
No, he didn't do shit. We've always listen. It's lies. People are being told a bunch of lies.
CNN is reporting it. That's
why our reservoir's been open. What is he talking about?
Let me see here. I don't like to paraphrase. I like to get the story just.
They just lying. Our reservoir been open. What is he talking about? The Colorado one?
Hold on, I'm about to read it to you. I'm about to share it with you now. There it is.
2 billion gallons of water flowed out of California's reservoirs because of Trump's order to open the dams. Okay, well, here's the thing. If all he's done is he's trying to force water to be opened, what is that going to do? All that's going to do is create even more problems because we're not getting that much rain in order for them to do that. And our reservoir has been open. So what did it? I would have to read this article. Daryl, just send me the link, please.
Sure, I'm gonna put it in the
They're
chat.
lying. Unless you want to blow it up so I can read it and see what it actually says, because I know he lying.
Okay, let me see if I can do that.
Anything Trump says, he be lying.
Take us off the screen. Hold on. Let me get you back over here. Oh dang, still messing up. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah, you can blow it up if you can. You know how to do it?
I'm gonna try.
It says the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers opened 2 dams on Friday in Central California. Okay, scroll because you done messed up, and you still got Recash's comment up.
Okay.
Hold on, 2 billion of water are the reservoirs after President Donald Trump ordered blah blah blah. Trump celebrated the move, blah 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 blah. There are 2 major problems. Water experts said the newly released water will not flow to Los Angeles and is being wasted by being released during the wet winter season. Duh. That's why I'm like, our reservoirs have been open. It makes no sense. Anything Donald Trump does is it's all for show. It's just for show. It's just impress people, which is dumb.
They were holding the water because they said it's going to be a dry summer.
Well, yes, and not only that, we have to conserve our water, for the fires and things of that nature, as you can see. So yeah.
I feel for y'all. I hope y'all don't have no more fires. Cause
no, well, you ain't got to worry about that. We're gonna get some more fires. That's just a given. This place is dry and hot. We live in the desert. This is the desert.
Houston to LA. You're in what part of LA? Because
I'm in the Inland Empire. I'm far from LA. I'm about 60 miles away. Huh?
I was telling my friend in the chat that you live east of LA, further out like the desert. And I think
I'm going towards Palm Springs.
Okay. But yeah, that's what old Trumpy doing. Y'all still can't water grass or anything, right?
But no, I mean they can, they just don't. But Houston to LA, let me tell you something. When it comes to the water, certain parts of LA had water. It wasn't it was just, I don't even know how to explain it. Certain parts had water, certain parts didn't have water because of how the water is being bought out by certain individuals. And I'm not gonna go down that whole history, but I was in the heart of LA as well. Huh?
Bought out? You mean like
private? They have some people out down there that get their more share of the water than other people. And if you live in certain neighborhoods, you get more share of the water. I'm just saying.
So that's kind of like, are you insinuating that's kind of the reason why that section of LA that was mostly black people living in burned up because they couldn't get water out there?
Could be possible, or they could be trying to redistribute the wealth and take over that land for developers and other reasons, and that might be why they let it just burn. Because if you understand how California works, sometimes they don't try to put the fire out. They'll tell you about the fire hydrant is don't have any water. That's not true. They just let it burn. And I've said that, and I've told you guys that on numerous occasions. You let something catch on fire outside here, you think they're gonna be sitting up here trying to put it out? No, they just let it burn. They really do. They just let it burn.
So the tariffs, the Trump tariffs.
And I got 10 minutes, Daryl, because I'm going live in 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm about to get out your way in these 10 minutes. The Trump tariffs. Trump wants to do with Mexico and Canada 25-30%, but with China, he hit them with just a little 10-15%.
Well, I mean, you can't slap your daddy, because your daddy will come back and make you pay for it. You know what I'm saying? You can pick on Mexico and you can pick on Canada, but Canada don't give a shit either, because Canada's self-sustaining. They don't need America like that. America needs everybody. Your toilet paper come from Japan and China. We can't play that game with them, because if they start putting tariffs on every single thing that we get from them, give me.
Oh, he does that too. We all do.
I noticed dried up rivers and lakes months ago. I did a video about it. Even near Marina del Rey, the canals were dry. Okay, you know why the canals is dry? We haven't had no rain in almost a year.
Y'all go a whole year like that? For real?
It's been that long. It's honestly been that long. I didn't realize it. But you remember, Daryl, I don't know how long ago it was. You remember I was complaining because it rained for like a week straight or something.
Yeah, and I was laughing about that.
Yeah, and I was like, dog, I said, but this is the first time the wind has ever come. And I've seen the wind the way that it has been. That wind that we just had, like in the last 2 weeks, I've never seen anything like that before, ever. Never, ever. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna hold because I know you got to get straight, and I want to go eat me some. But Canada fought back real quick. He said, "Okay, you want to put a tariff on?" He got right up 10 minutes after Trump's part. He said, "We're not shipping nothing to any red states in the United States." Like, ooh, that's pretty much the whole country because only blue states is New York and California, and then the rest are iffy, and Pennsylvania's blue. So I wouldn't get none because I live in a red state. All the southern states are red. So
Yeah, so that's a grandiose fuck y'all.
Yep.
I'm okay with it. I'm in a blue state. We'll be fine. Whatever we get from Canada, we'll be good.
Gotta get some Canada Dry.
That's about it. That's probably all we getting from Canada is Canada Dry.
Canadian whiskey.
Look.
Man, it's rough though. But before you came on, I was telling myself the next 18 months to 2 years under Trump is going to be very hard. But it's not going to be hard for us. It's going to be hard for people that are not used to struggles and adversity.
Right. And I told y'all for the first year and a half of his presidency, I told you all to hang on to your hats, and it was going to be a bumpy ride. I told y'all that. Now, what's going to happen at the mid-year point, a year and a half, I don't know. All I can tell you is in my prayer time, I heard year and a half. That's what you're going to get.
Well,
that's all I know.
When I went to the drugstore today, I was telling them, and I'm going to get out of here. A man went in there to get his wife's Ozempic. And, since Biden left office, price for medicine has gone up. The Ozempic for his wife was $300, and his diabetes medicine that was once price controlled under Biden is now $700. So he had two medicines. He had to pay $1,000. And he had to walk out the store. He said, "I don't have it." And the guy said, "Well, give me 2 hours and I'll try to figure some out." The pharmacist said, "I'll try to find some discounts or something." And that's what he was dealing with. $1,000 for two medicines.
And that's the part that people are not paying attention to. That is the part. I got a medicine that I have to have a 90-day supply on. I'm afraid to think about what it's going to cost me when I go back to get that medicine. I don't even know what it's going to cost me. If they say something like $500 or $600, I'm gonna have to come to everybody and raise an offering because I can't afford to pay no $500-$600 for no medicine.
Man, my insurance, I just got a 30-day supply of nausea medicine today, cost me $30.
Yeah.
And I was glad to pay it because I was like, "Ooh, I caught a deal." But if it wasn't for my health insurance through my job, I'd be in the same boat as these other people.
And you're going to have a lot of people that get jobs and get new jobs because they need the health insurance. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in a minute. All right.
Y'all be good. Thank you for coming. And y'all go in and check Marcelo's out. He's about to go live. And Vincent's going live after him. So thank you. And I will be back. I'm going to do a better job of doing shows during the week. And see, I had fun tonight. It was educational. We talked. None of this drama mess. We talked about stuff that matters. And we was able to share information. That targetfast.org. We need to really get on board with that. I hope y'all will get on board with that. Targetfast.org. I'm going to put the link in the chat as I leave. Targetfast.org. Just go on there and check it out. Even if even if you don't want to sign up, just check it out. Please just check it out. Please just check it out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There it is. Targetfast.org. Y'all, I ain't going to say Friday night. I'm trying to get away from Friday night because, this Super Bowl weekend. But I'm going to try to come back on again this week because something's going to happen. Something's crazy is going to happen. And but yeah, please get your canned goods, get your dry goods, stockpile. If you got a deep freezer, fill it. Get stuff that you can cook on a grill or out because of the power go out. You need to be able to fix yourself something, eat rice, beans, canned goods, something that can get you by. Something that can get you by. Uncle Fred has been in my ear, and he's like, I keep beans and rice and things on my shelf. I got enough beans to last me a long time. And I've been thinking about that. You need to get those rations, just like people in the military. You need to have those things that won't go bad, non-perishable items that you can eat and survive off of. Bottled water, your beans, your rice, your canned goods. That'll get you through. But y'all have a good one. I will be back. Stay tuned. I'm going to be letting y'all know when I'm coming back. Thank you for coming. I love y'all. Good night.